Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Anime Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In this Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough slash let's play slash playthrough video, we're going to go ahead and end day 6. And of course, we're going to get into an alliance with Kith'rak Voss. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Dungeons & Dragons video games that are builds, guides, and walkthroughs just like this. Now, in the last video, we finished off the mountain pass. We're done with that, so we're forced to end the day in order to, you guessed it, to get into the Underdark Part 2. So let's go over a few things quickly. So here's the deal. I'll show everybody quickly on how to actually send items to the Traveler's Chest. First thing, you right-click the item, say send to camp. It'll automatically go into the Traveler's Chest. This way, things keep on weighing you down. You can send it there. That I didn't know. So I have to visit the Shattered Sanctum. You guessed it, those barrels, they will be mine. I'm going to store. Well, just for fun. Anyways, here's the deal. A lot of dialogue is going to happen. First, we're going to talk to Lae'zel and her problems. Yeah, she just got betrayed in my eyes to the, Githyanki Queen and, of course, her allies and such. Yeah, it's terrible. Really bad. Despite the fact we tried, the Githyanki Crash method, of course, getting rid of the tadpole. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Another thing coming up soon will be Gale's problem. Yeah, Gale, I believe, says he's like a ticking time bomb. Elminster has arrived, so I don't know if that's good news or extremely bad news. I am glad he's alive, but still, you definitely want to store, items. Store much food as possible, carry very little, because, yeah, it's all going to weigh you down. If it gets real bad, I'm going to have to start, store potions, but I'm not going to do that with the potions. Yeah, still, just use the, community chest, traveler's chest, just to store anything. Also, if you right-click certain items, there'll be wares. I am not sure how to sell wares yet, just like that, but that's all right. So I'm going to organize my inventory. I'm going to talk to some NPCs. I will return when things are a bit more clear and less, of course, chaotic from this point on.
Just what I need.
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me. Khalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less, though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped illicit enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Khalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, still Kith'rak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince. There's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
There you are. Now, I hope you don't mind my having ingratiated myself into the most palatable graces of your provisions. You find me quite sated indeed. Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils. The very purpose of my presence, in a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help. Or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
He is not. But it seems that Mystra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Meine hastra mistrarium Italion Thras annas It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. Go ahead. I'm listening. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. To take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it.
Okay, so Lae'zel is still conflicted, not good at all. As for Elminster, well, he was a bearer of bad news. In other words, poor Gale has to sacrifice himself. That is the very terrible news. Yeah, that was I should say, a bummer part. Yeah, basically we have to find the Absolute. I'm guessing he will, blow up, of course, the Absolute, which is very crazy. That's sad though, because he's a pretty good evocation wizard, and I like him in the party. Oh, I liked him big time in the party. Anyways, I'm going to try to next is attempt fetch. And let's see if I could try to do it. No, the dog ain't doing it. Okay, let's go ahead and pet the dog.
I should speak up.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Yeah, sometimes you need to pet the dog just in case something bummer happened. Oops. Oh, okay. I was supposed to not do that. Okay, let's go ahead and see if he's all right. Good. I'm glad you're all right. I was trying to do is see if Scratch gets the ball. I think it's a trigger event, of course, to do that, which is good. In other words, make sure Scratch is in the camp for a few days. In my case, looks like it's 6 days. I have not found the owlbear yet, unfortunately. Still, I tried to toss the ball in and it didn't work, so I probably have to trigger that. Yeah, let me go ahead and try that one more time. See if I can do anything or even throw the ball near Scratch. I don't think that's going to happen. Come on. If I remember, I did get the ball from Gale, so that might be bad luck too. Oh, I think if it does work, yeah, you're supposed to make sure you don't throw in mountain paths or anything that's bumpy. Otherwise, Scratch is not going to get it. Yeah, seriously. The dog's not going to get it at all. But still, a whole bunch of craziness went on. Yeah, that's right. So hopefully we get to the absolute real quick and resolve all these issues. Yeah, okay, I have to probably trigger it the next day. Probably day 7. And let's see here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll clean out that inventory. I should say before we start the you guessed it, the Underdark Part 2, and that's where all my food is at. Let me go ahead and store that real quick, or better yet, find where the food's at and then put the entire backpack there. Reason being is I want to lighten my load. Now here's the deal. Now if you put the backpack there, now you see how much room that instantly went because your camping supplies all went in one bag. Now, I have to figure out how to do that for magical items. Yeah, see how it weighs you down? So, yeah, definitely put those bags in there. Oh, wow. That did actually lessen the load. Then again, I was wearing heavy plates, so things are heavier. Hopefully, I do find some items that will do weight reduction. Just like in, I should say, Baldur's Gate or even better yet, Neverwinter Nights. Oh, Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2 definitely cheese the effect on that type of deal. Let me go ahead and store some of these food in there, and then I'm going to put some more food, of course, there from in the future. But for now, I'll talk to everybody. So, here we go.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad? It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope. Whoa, now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do? Well, tell him to pick the right one. Or better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mistra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, gentle terms.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
You wish to speak? A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
I can't believe I'm actually venturing into a Gith stronghold again, voluntarily. This had better pay off. I've seen them at work before. I wasn't alone in my mission. All those who were sent with me were slain by Githyanki blades. They must want that artifact back badly if they're dispatching red dragons in pursuit of it. But we cannot afford to lose it. I wish I'd never been sent on this mission. Yes. And she acts as Lady Shah's voice amongst mortals. She must be doing the Night Singer's bidding. I just don't know what it all means. All will be revealed in due time, I hope.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all. Supreme Kith'rak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yilik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power. The Prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlaakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kith'rak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it. I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Vlaakith Karsivim Hrath Crashhead. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me. Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Kith'rath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed. I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood. I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right. Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better. Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kith'rak Voss at Sheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
I did get everybody else's thoughts about Gale and his condition that's getting much more worse. Yeah, he's a ticking time bomb, folks. After I decided to rest up, what happened next exactly was Kith'rak Voss visited us and offered an alliance. I gladly accepted it because, yeah, the Githyanki queen, I don't trust her. Yeah, felt like she's a lich queen. Very evil. Other than that, though, I talked to Lae'zel afterwards and she's cool with it. So, the artifact, I don't know how to deal with that yet. I'm still going to be on Shadowheart's side for that. Anyway, here's a recap for this video. The first thing I did was I talked to Lae'zel, what happened at the Githyanki crash, and she is very concerned. After that, I talked to Elminster and Gale about Gale's problems. We found out he's a ticking time bomb, so hopefully we found the Absolute and find another way to stop the Absolute and, of course, make sure Gale doesn't blow up. Talked to the party about Gale's condition. They are very concerned too, like I am. Then I did end the day. Once that was done during the middle of the night, Kith'rak, I should say, Voss interrupted me for an alliance, which I gladly accept. Now I will have to figure out how to deal with the artifact with Shadowheart later on in that matter. Other than that, that's about it. So we're ready to go to the Underdark Part 2 next time. This is it from my Baldur's Gate 3 walkthrough, Day 6 end, and alliance with the Kith'rak Voss video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night. Do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern Dungeons & Dragons walkthroughs, builds, guides, and more just like this. If you like what you see, then go ahead and pick my suggestion on the upper left-hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and relax in this nice chair.